Hello everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright. I don't know, man. I don't know. I also don't even remember what question I was off on either. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can, think, child. Finally honed detective intuition. I remember that one. I don't remember if we did the wire fence, so I'm sorry if you already saw this. I'm gonna go through it because I don't remember the details from it. I'm hoping maybe something will trick my memory and we'll just be cool. Nope, let's... I didn't press. Whoops. Alright, press. By Garish Carr. Okay, so I didn't press on this one. I don't remember him talking about that, but I do remember going off about how ugly Edward's car is. Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Yeah, again, conflict of interest, but whatever. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Why is he on trial? Indeed, it was. Nobody's... what an odd case this is. That's all you've got to say, old man? And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. That's quite a distance. Maybe you need glasses. I'm certain it was her. Okay, so if she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness. In your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. Oh. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. What the fuck is... She's threatening me on the stand! On the stand, man! I need you to just not be a judge anymore. I believe I've heard that tagline somewhere else. You could cry plagiarism. Thanks. I may be relegated to a lowly post of a lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so she is wearing gloves, which honestly anyone fucking up a crime scene would do. There is blood on that overcoat, but there's no blood on her, which there would be if she stabbed somebody in the neck. A photograph. You took this. The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. This is 2003. Where in the hell are you just... You would have to be carrying a camera separate. It's not in your phone. Where did you get the camera to take the photo? Why would you carry a camera on you to take the photo? Because again, this is like 2003. We would have had to have carried a separate camera because it wouldn't just be on your phone. I mean, it could be, but it wouldn't be of that, like, resolution quality. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. Why? I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Yeah. Why am I yawning? Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Oh. He very well could have just replaced the face, huh? Well, this most certainly is the defendant. Crime photo added to the court record. The moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Star. That is unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at that time?
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Hold it! Just keep pressing. So tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long.
I guess. I don't know why the handle's that big then.
Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
My heating pad turned off. If I'm going to keep doing this, I need to keep going. Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs.
I don't know if I'd call that true, but sure.
I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
I disagree with that, but okay. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. I mean, that's not a fact. That's an opinion.
Perhaps a chicken salad would have set a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Okay. Then she thrust the pointy-ended tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Continue going. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Thanks, Judge, because I didn't think I did.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late, huh?
Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
Not with this again. You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
That's pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a little bit more, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
I guess.
Somehow I always knew that this day would come.
Okay. So... Okay, well, that's... I might as well save it. Just cause. I was gonna see if I could look at what my items were, but... If I sent something, it was my finely honed tuition skills at work. Through the wire fence... Okay, hold on. What kind of stuff do I have? Parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Property of Lana Sky. Memo in the trunk. 4 p.m. But Lana... That phone call was made at 5, not 4. Seven minus 2, that's 5. That's 5:12. It couldn't have possibly been at 4 p.m. when he died. Oh, within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Why in the hell is it written like that? Saw the prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Are we sure that that's Edgeworth's car? Yeah, that looks like it. Check. Okay. I mean, that does make sense. Memo found in the trunk. I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay, let's start at the beginning and work our way through this thought. Somehow I always knew that this day would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garish car. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. right hand. I don't see any blood on the right hand. I don't see any blood on the gloves. Just on that coat. No prints. Usually in Edward's toolbox. Then she thrusts the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. It's only a flesh wound, we can make it. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? What is this? Is my sister guilty? Okay. No, I always knew a day like this would come. Any chance at all that the A and the B could have been replaced? I mean, the landmarks make sense. So that can't be it. Yeah, you would have seen through the chain link fence. That does make sense. This, you wouldn't be able to see from the security area. Too bad we don't have any photos of the crime scene at the moment. Due to loss of blood. Not at the crime scene. Look, I don't know. Next to a garage car, the chief prosecutor is holding a knife in her right hand. Why does it feel like that's going to be where it is? I'm just going to keep... I just need to reread some of this. I respect the prosecutors of abhorrent and basic crimes. Their twisted methods always lead to tragedy. Given that we are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Okay, yep. Laid off. She was fired. Okay. So she was fired because of a prosecutor. I'm just gonna press again. Sense something, premonition of the murder. Felt like how you would say, oh yes. Speaking on a detective's intuition, Bruce Goodman was also a detective. He was like young cheese. No, you're not allowed up there. In that case, I was in there, felt something stirring in the back of my mind. I wonder if it's gotta be somewhere around the boyfriend's thing. Press. Security guard. Here to join. Yeah, another boyfriend. Applicants. Security guard room is in the lot in Block A. Up on the second level so you can see everything from there. That'd be the room where the security sign is. Okay. There's gotta be something about her parking in Block B. Bring your lunches by car. I'm a visitor now. I parked in Block B. So she was in Block B when she witnessed the crime. Yeah, which we established, and she has a photo that matches that. I mean, that belongs to Goodman. King of prosecutors, nope. Did I not ever look at this? Miles Edgeworth, 1712. The status the day of the crime. Murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this hole. Oh. If Edgeworth had just been stopped at a light, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. I guess. Nothing else on it, huh? Okay. Maybe I can check the photo. Nope. Okay, there's no zooming in on that evidence that I can do. Can't zoom in on that. Or flip it. I mean... Must be the victim's blood, right? Either that, or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Yeah, no. Okay. No. I don't know. I don't know, man. Do I have anything I can present? I don't know. I mean, I saved it, but it really feels like... I feel like this is gonna be, like, where it is somewhere. Okay. The security room is in Block A. Uh-huh. I don't know. How do we prove that she was in the A side and not in the B? Oh my god, this is gonna kill me. This has just been 20 minutes of me just going around. Look. I haven't even the slightest idea. At all. Oh god. I'm looking it up just to get an idea. Angel Star. Okay. Just give me something. Tell me where. Okay. Case prosecutors. You can now press on the second statement, where she states that she was bringing her boyfriend to the security room, Block A. Ignore this later. Now press on the fourth statement, which I did, from 30 feet away. And then you'll get the crime photo. On her fifth or sixth statements. Okay. Alright, okay, that's what it said. Okay. So, yep. So, talk about the 30 feet away thing. Okay, so fifth or sixth. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Let's go ahead and present on the photo then. See how that goes. Present. Objection! And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that's a fine lunch. Thank you, Judge. But isn't that odd? I mean, look at this photograph. And it's making me laugh. All right. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. God damn, all right. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
Objection!
And how can you tell that? All the blood on it, you jackass.
Blood splatter.
Huh?
You see the dark crimson stains on the prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph. It's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you.
Mr. Wright, are you going to sit there and just take this kind of abuse?
Ugh. Got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness just said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the photo the moment that she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
She really does speak like I do. I don't like this. That's it? Really?
If you run out of lunch, you can order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice, but I'm not sure I understand it, but it's good advice.
Then how do you know it's good advice?
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold and calculating like a robot.
Okay, but wait, hold on. Look at this angle. Look at this angle. If she was actually going to be stabbing him from that angle to stab with the right hand, then the blood splatter would be on her left lapel, not on her right lapel.
She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Objection!
You can't prove that. Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on?
If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Do you know that? She could be a germaphobe. Ah! I mean, we got her sister right here. We could just ask. These gloves do seem to tell the tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder, a serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Press.
And what if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves?
Objection!
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Ugh. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. I'm not... Whatever. She got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove that this claim, then the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Okay. Seems pretty fatal to me. But we do... Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, I just have to get over to the last one. I said something, finally honed, something, through the wire fence. Murder was planned. Okay. I have to present something that would show it's not premeditated. Alright, I'm gonna hold it. We're saving it. Because I have a feeling that it's gonna be due to blood loss. Made to her sister. Present. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Damn it. Ugh. Must I be on the wrong track? Damn it. All right. Well. I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. I gotta stop yawning. I'm sorry that was so long of just me trying to figure some shit out. Anyway, that's all the time I've got for this episode. Be sure to drink water, eat a food, and take your pills if you haven't yet today. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.